Hi, it's Hazy and welcome to my channel. Today I am making this. Look, this is the mess. This was actually tidy before I started today, so yeah, it was fairly tidy. You couldn't see any mess anyway. Right, so this is what we're making today, a little journal full of little interactions. It's made from a paper bag-ish. Right, okay, I don't make it from a paper bag, I make it from craft paper, but I'll show you how to fold the craft paper right at the beginning. Okay, this is why it's such a long video. Right, so I've done things off camera because it takes so long, but I've done things on other videos as well, such as and I've done that before in a video, but that was the September 18 idea. I've done that on a video before, and these on videos, so I'll link the videos I've done these on as well. And then obviously you've got a little at the back, you leave that open and you have a little spot there to put something in. Yeah, so it all fastens together and it's a really, really nice, pretty, beautiful little journal. Usable, yes, and the giftable. So if you want to make it, if you've got time to make it for Christmas and you haven't made, yeah, so you could do it all a Christmas theme as well if you like, or yeah, whatever theme you like throughout the year. It's autumn themed. I mean, this is sort of like autumn colours anyway. It's my little happy journal, I think, because that's what it's inspired by September 18. I've done things differently to what she's done. I definitely sew differently to what she's done. Does. Okay, she does it in a really strange way, and I don't know if I could get on with that. Right, okay, so that's the back, that's plain, and that's just like a paint. It's really nice, really, really enjoyable to do as well, and really easy, and you can add things from other videos as well. And maybe before we go, thank you so much anybody who's given me a thumbs up. I really do appreciate them so much. I love to see a thumbs up to my videos, and also subscribing to my channel. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider subscribing, because it does help my channel to grow. And also any comments as well. I've had some amazing comments, you know, they're so helpful, tips, and thank you. And that's particularly Patricia May and particularly Marcy showed me how to do that, and encouragement from Diane, who is talking about colour. She likes the colour in my journal. It's like seeing the Wizard of Oz turn from black and white into colour. Thank you so much. I love that little thing. Anyway, let's go then, and I'll show you how to do this. Okay, so today I'm making this, and this is made out of a paper bag. I'm not going through it because I probably would have gone through the one I've made at the beginning. So how about that then? So we'll start now. Right, so what I've done is I've used this craft paper. I made it into a paper bag because guess what? I haven't got any paper bags that size. So what I've done is made some origami paper into some, because I wanted a little journal about that's not just gluing down. A little journal of about what this size, whatever this size is. It looks about right, doesn't it? So that's always nearly 6 inches by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a bit. So it's taller than wide. I looked at it, I thought it, yeah, perhaps it is. Right, so what I did was with this, just basically, you want to do this, and you've probably got a paper bag, so my paper bag is, let's have a look. My paper bag ended up as, let's start from there, you'll be able to see this end. So it's 8.5 inches, just under, yeah. Oh, I was going to do that little trimming bit there, so it's going to be slightly less than that, because I'm going to do this like a proper paper bag. Yeah, a pair of scissors like this, yeah. So you could use some fancy scissors to do there. And I thought they were perfect, so I thought, yeah, you want that, don't you? I don't know if you do, but I did like that feature. I did it on my other one. Right, so what I did was, obviously, just do a little tube idea like this, join it in the middle there, and then before I stuck it down, I did this end, put this origami paper on that end, so that's where you'd see, and then I folded it down like this. And then I cut that out there straight, and then I made a little thing there. You can see it on my thing. I've taken that out as a triangle. Actually, that could be done because it's, I don't know if I like that bit there, so I could do a little bit more there. Look, I've got things on my scissors. Hopefully I like that, yeah, that's better, and I can take that little bit off there as well. Yeah, this is what happens when you haven't got a proper paper bag. But if you've got a paper bag, you've just got to, well, you haven't got to, you can. I would suggest, because then it will strengthen it, you cover everywhere. Look, I've got that in there, that on there, and I've got this and this. And I'm going to put a bit of, I did actually put it on the outside of that one, because what I did was made these two different papers, but it's the middle one I've done different papers, and it's got this, and I don't want anything to happen to that. Okay, so because we're going to sew our journal, we're going to sew our journal in. I don't know how we're going to do that, but we're going to sew our signatures in later. Oh, the dog one doesn't think to myself. Later. What's she talking about? Later. That's one of his words. Because I say to him, you're going for a thingamajig. I won't tell you what it is. You know, the thing where you take them out. Going to one of those later. Right, okay. It doesn't matter whether it's got that little pattern on there. Not likely to see it so well. What I'm going to do is get one of these. I'll put this up into bits because it was annoying. I'm going to get a new one anyway. One of those mats. And I thought, well, I may as well do it like this. And this is the glue that will do fabric. And obviously you've got fabric tack and all that. Fabric tack does not seem to work for me. I don't know what I'm doing. Nobody's ever told me what I'm doing wrong, because I did ask. But nobody, I've probably been doing nothing wrong. It just doesn't like me. Okay. So I do have some. I keep trying it every so often. Anyway, that's going to glue down there. What I've done is with this as well, I've had it overnight underneath, oh, actually magnets. It was actually magnets I put it under. And that will glue on there. Let's just make sure I've got it in there. Of course I haven't got it in the middle. No, I haven't got it in the middle. Why isn't it in the middle? I don't understand, because that thing's in the middle, look. Yeah. Right, there we go. I don't understand that, why it looks like it's not in the middle when it is. Okay, so now I've got that. I would suggest putting a bit of fabric on. You don't have to. It's quite a light journal. But because of that join, I'm a bit worried about it. It might come up either end, and obviously that is now soaked in glue. And it won't... it will be fine, yeah. So let's see what else we can put in there. What do we normally... Oh, yes, I've got something prepared somewhere. I'm not sure where it is. If it's not prepared, I can make another one. I've been looking for ribbons. Yeah, I'm going to tie a bow, yeah. It's not going to be too fiddly, hopefully. Fiddly bow. Right, so this one I've chosen because I think it looks... I don't know, that one looks quite nice. I don't know whether to go for that one instead. That's that one. That one, I know it's blue, but it'll be alright. Oh, I was looking for a blue or green. The black there too. Yes, I've got lots of white ribbon somewhere, but I don't know where it is. Right, so what I've created is... We've got this little pull-out. This reminds me of something I made in another project. A pull-out journaling spot there, which of course you can ink up. But let's put this on first, because I know I'm going to have to ink up there, because that's it's too short compared with that. So I'm not going to cut another one. So I've decided I'm going to ink that up. Yeah, so what I'm doing is concertinaing it back like this. What I've done is, oh dear, that's the wrong way around. So concertina from the front. What I've done is join two index cards together. You just make sure that it goes the right way when you join them together, which is, you can't tell, is it those two? Yeah, it must be these. I've got them two here, so I've got, if you notice, 5. So you would glue, so you'd fold them like this, and then you would glue this side to that side. So I would do that and then see which side needed to glue together. Perhaps even put X's on them, who knows. Right, so let's get that there. So this is going to go here. You don't have to do this, you can do anything you like, but this is just a suggestion. Obviously, I mean, oh dear, let's have a look. Let's do this there. Right, I think it's probably a massively long bow. Just the other thing, ribbon. Can't remember what it is. Right, so I'm going to put some glue along this. Somewhere in the middle. I would do it straight. I would do it here-ish. Doesn't matter a minute because we're going to so there. If you do anything slightly above, I mean it's not always slightly above, but usually it's slightly above. If you just put it somewhere there, is that going to be about right? a tiny bit over this way. Yeah, like that. I can't remember which way round it is. There's another way round to have the ribbons slightly longer one side, so you tie a bow quick, easier. Right, so I'm going to do that. I know I'm doing it on the desk, but it's quick, I'm doing it quick. Okay, yeah, so I'm doing it nice and quick there. The other side of that, so that will open. Right, decide which way you want it to open. I want it to open like that. So I'll put that back on there now, don't we? And then sort of in the middle-ish, don't we? And this sort of thing, when you're doing design, you will make a little tiny, if anything, or equal. But it's a tiny bit bigger this side, unless you're putting a pocket on. It's the other way around, because you might want to go in the top. Okay, so right, I've finished gluing that now, and I don't know where my baby powder's gone. I did have it the other day, because I can feel glue on it. So this will get rid of the shine. Yeah, I have been using this behind the scenes sometimes, So yeah, there's a bit there too, look. Yeah, but I'm not doing any more gluing on this now. So, and I don't want the ribbons to glue to it. So. Right, okay, I can't even see if that. Yeah, it is about the middle, isn't it? So now we're going to tie a filly bow, yeah. So filly bow, and I'm going to try and attempt to do that thing that Marcy taught me, which is putting it around the back there rather than the front. There we go. Thank you so much, Marcy. She taught me that. Marcy L. I can't remember where she's from now. Marcy L. I know she's from the USA. Right. Anyway, let's have a look now. Let's get something pretty. Ooh, I've got some of that. Oh, I've got some. Yes, it's supposed to be using scraps, but I've got a whole sheet of this. Yeah, I'll use this side, one of these two sides. Yeah, so I've got a whole sheet of that, so I need to make it sort of, I would say that, I don't mind doing it right up to there. Or a little bit less. So let's do a little bit less, shall we? Because then we've got our paper bag. Oh yes, that reminds me, if you are using an actual paper bag, cut the other side off as well, so you've got a nice pocket there, otherwise you'll miss out on the pocket. Right, might actually hopefully put that as a reminder at the beginning. Right, okay, no, that's going to be still too much, isn't it? If I do that, that's going to flatten that out and make that longer. So I'm going to put it up a little bit over here. Okay, so I'm going to... Yeah, that's a good way of deciding to the measuring lot, because if you've got a different size paper bag to me, then you will be thinking to yourself, oh, I don't know what measurement it is, but we're not measuring. I'm not measuring. I'm going from there to perhaps a little bit behind that, so we can still see that. And this is a scan of a stencil and my marbling, one of my prettier marble. Yeah, I think I've got the pretty ones at the back. And I've got a bit there. Right, because it doesn't matter about this bit, you'll see, if you're going to do what I do. Okay, so I'm going to now make a little, I want it as long as this, I don't know why, but I do. So my video decided it was full, so I've got to, just got to measure. So what I was going to do is just make a little mark, so I can, I ain't got a little mark, I've got a big mark in the other room. Right, there we go. So that I think, don't know where it actually, could be down. Yeah. Right, okay, so I'm going to now, oh dear, is that actually, do you know what, that pen didn't even work, did it? Look. So let's go back again and give it a shake and see if it'll do it this time. It is there actually, just can't work out which little mark it was. There you go. I've got a tall mark, I don't know about you. Right, okay, my mark is tall. Right, so about here, right, that actually look, it comes up to 14.5 centimetres. I'm just under 6 and 5 3/4. So that's interesting if you wanted to know, but obviously you might have a different measurement, so just go by your size of your bag, whatever you're doing. Hold on, I will need to cut off something else. Okay, I might do it on there actually. Right, it might be a good idea. Right, so oh yeah, but I think we sew it in first, don't we? Yeah, so I'm going to sew that in first before I decide on what I'm doing. Right, that goes there. So make sure that goes. Right, that's like, until it's a paper bag. That'll be fine after a bit. The other one's absolutely fine. So if yours is like that, don't worry about that. Right, yours will probably be flat. You'll probably think, what's that woman talking about? Mine was absolutely flat. Yeah, so if yours is better than mine, that's good. That's great. So don't worry about that. I'm going to cut off a bit. I'm going to cut off some anyway, but I'm not going to cut off. I'm going to cut off. I'm going to cut off a bit more in a bit, so we'll see how much we need. Okay, so I'm just doing it to there. Yeah, because we can see what we're going to do. Okay, haha. Right then, let's have a look up. Just have a quick look. Okay, so what I've done is I've cut some paper. What I've done is measured it with. I've actually used this, but you don't have to do. You can do those odd-sized papers. In fact, I did put something in my other journal in the middle, so I can do that. How about something? Let's have a look. Oh, what about a piece of that? Yes, that'd be quite nice. You could put something like that in there, in the middle somewhere, or anywhere you like, obviously. There, etc. You can do all that. I don't see, sometimes I find that I'm not, I could even put that in there. I might actually do that. That's going to be the full length. I didn't do the other one. Let me show you what I did. Yeah, so it's here. So in the middle of this one, I did that. I put that in. I rounded the corners, look, as well. That's the point, isn't it? So I rounded the corners. So I might do that for love. Right, so I'm going to quickly round the corners. Oh, that's not even straight, is it? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's not straight. Yeah, so that one's not big enough to be rounded, but I'm going to put it in anyway. So I'll put that in there. Okay, so you got that, that and that. And that, you can leave that a bit longer if your piece of paper. You can decide how big you want it. I've decided to make those the same size as that, so you can decide how big you want everything and put vellum in there and magazine paper, anything like, I suppose. Right then, so what I'm going to do now is get this, which is my posh one, and I'm going to use this. I'm going to turn it on its side because this is how they teach you in this book. It's the one of those professional journal making, bookmaking kits. So we are professional. So what I'm going to do is get it here, and if you pull it like this rather than stab it into some kettle packaging, which is what I normally do, so I like grab it there. I think it matters if you screw your papers up a bit, but you might like that actually. But there we go. I'm pushing it through my thumb there because it does seem to work quite well. You do need a bit of strength for this actually. So I'm going to put that through there. Right, oh dear, this is why it's happening. Oh, that's okay. I thought I was putting it through there. I'm not. I actually thought I was putting it through. No, it's just going through there. Right, so there, and then it's screwing that up, no end in there. Right, and then in the middle, somewhere in the middle, like that. Because you don't have to measure this when you're doing it like this, do you? You can just put it. You can go by eye. That is actually catching on the piece of card in the middle there. That's what it keeps doing. It's catching on this. Yeah, so that's a bit of a nuisance, isn't it? And then I'm going to do that and I'm going to leave it in so it doesn't move. That's easier. That's why I couldn't do it, because it was catching on this. Right, so I'm going to leave that in there a minute. I'm going to grab some of this. I'm going to use white today. I don't know why I used coloured. I think it's because I saw it and I thought, oh, I'll use that white. Use any needle will do. One of these fat needles with a fat eye. Or if you've got another needle. Yeah, I've got a massive eye in there. Yeah, with a big eye. Right. There we go. So that will do. I did 3, but I think you don't need 3 because you'd only need it from there to there. So if you're short on stuff, still need about 3 lengths of that from there to there, not the whole thing. Okay. So I've left that in there on purpose so we can start in the middle. Obviously you know how to do this bit. My voice might seem a bit faster on this bit if I'm speaking through it. Okay, or if not, I'm going to put it on fast. There we go. Right, what happens is this will decide not to go through. I wonder if I could use that cork just to push it. Yeah. So I've done it now. Right, so I'm going to the top. Okay, top. I don't know why I'm doing that, repeating the top. It's not actually helping. It's not actually helping me go through at all. So, right, where's there must be a hole here because that's what I did. Yes, there is. I'm doing it like this because I can't see what I'm doing. Right, there we go. So then we're going to go all the way down to the bottom and take that thing out first, though. Yeah, this is how easy it is. Okay. There's everything. I'm saying things like lopsided on. Please no, not lopsided. Right, now I can push down on the desk. Help my needle through. seems to be very... Right, and obviously when you're doing this, move it to the side so that you don't catch the strap. This is very unlikely with this, it's wax thread, but it does happen. Yeah. It does actually happen, yes. Just trying to find I'm trying to find my way in here, look. I'm finding my way in. I've never had such trouble. Right. Probably because I've done it loads of times. I'm thinking I can do this. Right. Okay. Well, I've never had such trouble off on camera. I mean, I didn't mean to say on camera. Don't think I have anyway. Right. So what I'm doing is, it doesn't really matter because you can pull it all together. So if this happens to you, just because probably because the needle is fatter than the awl actually. But the awl is so posh. I had to use it, you know. Right, so yeah, that's not caught on anything. I've just pushed that down on the desk. So you can tell if it's not caught because it will do that. You will be able to pull it. So if it's caught, you have to undo it. They do catch, the needle may catch on the threads and separate the threads, and that's no good. So you need to undo it if that's the case. If you're doing embroidery thread, that sometimes happens with that. Right, and the reason I've used the fabric is because fabric will keep it in place. It won't let that tear. Okay, you can do it nice and tight. Oh, yeah. So, yes, we could even tie a bow as well. Yeah, I can tie a bow. I've got enough thing to tie a bow. Swapping round. Yeah, got enough. Yeah, like this one. So I can tie a little bow in the middle there. And this pretty bow. Yeah. And we can make them shorter like that and just pull it tighter. But you could knot it again, couldn't you? As well. Wait a minute. Let's get that a little bit longer. I didn't do that Marty bow on this one. Could have done. Right. Okay. But there we go. Okay, so then you cut the threads off. So then you've got a little thing in the middle there if you like. Or you could do a Marcy bow, which is putting the thread behind. I've showed you that probably in this video actually, with the beginning, yeah, with that. Right, okay, so then we got that. So we've got the paper. Okay, so it looks a bit bare there. So what shall we do about that? So I'm going to do a September 19 trick, which is 18 trick, which is to cut off this. This is what we're going to do. So cut off this, not too short, because I'm going to actually make it stick out a bit. So what I'll do, so we need something like that. Is that about, that's about ½ an inch actually at the top anyway. At the bottom it is, about at the top it's a bit less, which was naughty really because I wanted it the same size. Right, okay, I'm going to find something to make. So what I'm going to do is get some, I could do it all like that actually if you want to make a massive pocket, but I'm going to do two separate ones like Sandy does. So I was going to sneeze then, but I didn't. I'm going to half it, okay. Right, I'm not sure if this is, let's have a look, see if this is 15 times 15, oh it's 6. Not tell. 15 times 15, of course. Right, so this will be 7.5 if you've got 3-inch ones. If you want to do a 3-inch size, you do 3-inch. Yeah, 3 inches rather than, it's just under 3 inches on mine. Okay, I'm going to make two different ones. That will do. So what I'm going to do is, I can actually put something here. I don't know if I've got anything. Oh, that's nice. Put something there a minute. So when you've got the, let's think it's not going around, oh, is it the other way? Whichever way around. I think it's that way. Do I do it that way? Right, I'm going to make a, I'm going to make a thumb notch at the back, so I'm going to put this there. I didn't do it on the other one, so that's good, isn't it? Oh, oh dear. Both of my glue, I don't know how they've got attached, because, oh, it was open already, it's okay, it was open. I'm going to say how they got attached if it was closed. Yeah, that's the way of gluing it, if you glue it in mid-air, yeah. There we go. Right, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to, I've got my thumb, oh no, I've got me, I did just tell you I've got my new, not new, my other inch punch. I don't know where they're from. Oh, unless they're from one of the kits. Right, it could be from one of the kits. There we go. So when you get your thumb notch, you've got a little button. Right, and also you can, before you do that, if you want to, you can ink this as well. Sometimes I think of doing things and then I'm thinking, hold on a minute, that's not logical. Right, is it the first time I'm using this glue? It must be. Yeah, it's got the large one that I said I was going to get, the 4-ounce bottle. So we're going to glue down on here. Right then, see if I've done it. Yeah, there we go. So now you do that and you glue down both sides. If you're doing what I'm doing, but if you're not doing what I'm doing, then hee. And possibly you can only just, you need to glue down one side there. Right, okay, so then what you do, so you get this, grab this, and I wouldn't put it too far on because obviously you want to make sure, and yeah, and that's parallel all the way down there. Because if you remember, mine was too long there and short there, so I'm making sure that's parallel. And then we're going to go like that, yeah, nicely down there like that. So then you've got a little baguette, yes, and on the other side you've got this. Oh yes, of course, if you've done that, you're going to do another one. You need to take that apart. Actually, mine was actually, I've got quite a bit of a, I took that out again because I got a gap. Actually, that at the bottom might not be. That may need to be taken, we'll see. I'm going to use something else. Thinking of that, but that's obviously not. What's this here? No, yes, no, yes, no. That's too thin, isn't it? I could use something even, make a smaller one, for example. Like that, if you like. That's showing behind there. Oh no, I want something perhaps a bit longer. I want it shown behind. Although I might round the corners to make that a little bit decorative. Yeah, that's supposed to be avocado dyed. It's only done it around the edge. Oh, there's my there's my paper. I don't know whether to cut it down a bit more. Might, if that's going to look odd, I'm going to cut that down a bit more in a bit. I'm not doing it yet. I won't cut that. Just this. Okay. So I've got this piece of paper. I was going to try a different. I was going to try it, yeah, but I think I'm going to make a thing here. So I'm going to cut that off somewhere here. So we've got a bit of a gap. Okay, yeah, logically, right. So I'm going to take this off because I said I would. This that's going to actually show below it. I thought I'd have to do that. And that as well. I'm not sure whether that would show below now. Yeah, and a tiny bit off that. Show below. I mean, not show below, we're going to show up here. So I'm going to take a tiny bit off this as well. Yeah, I don't have to do this if it doesn't work out for you like this. This is just what I'm doing. Okay, looking for the nicest bit. Obviously, these I like these. I'm going to still ink up the edges because I think it's going to. I don't know how far it's going to go up. Right, so I'm going to put that on there like that. Yeah. So we're going to put that on there, and I'd put it the same length, same as this. So it looks all nice and even, and I'm going to take it off here somewhere. Yeah. Is that going to be straight if I cut it? I don't know. With scissors, obviously I'm going to cut it with scissors. I meant. Right. If I do that, let's see if that's straight. Yeah, see if it's straight. And then I'm going to make this side. It's got that, so I don't need to cover it. Right, this side. So I'm going to. Yeah, where's my punch? Yeah. There we go. So that would be there like that. I think it would interfere if it was in the same direction. That's why I'm doing that. Okay, so now what I'm going to glue, again, both sides of this, and then once on one of those sides too. Hoping this works this time. Yeah. So I'm ready. Good. And this one's going to have the opening at the, well, not the opening, the join at the top. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure we're all even with this. That's got a nice little similar gap. I can't see if it has or not because I can't get over there. No, it hasn't. But I'm going to pull that out a bit there. And hopefully it has now. I think it has. And that's sort of at the bottom. So we start pressing down then. Oh, that does not. Oh yeah, because guess what? Don't forget I did cut it. And that's why it's not equal. So let's adjust it. Let's get in there. Take a little sliver off this side so it matches that side, hopefully. This is where I should have done it on a cutter, so that'd be straight. That. Okay. That's what's on the other side, and then you've got that. Don't forget we can do things with the plain bits. So hopefully we're okay. So now we've got, Yeah, do you think I ought to cut that a bit down? Yeah, I think so. So I'm going to do it with my, an excuse to use it, isn't it? I'm going to see how long we need, how far we need. I put my new ruler over there. In fact, I put them all over there. And I've got to find, okay, well that's a good job I'm doing this really, because it's not actually straight, and I wanted it straight. Right, so I'm going to cut it off on this line, I think. Yeah, let's see if it's still as good as it was yesterday. Where is it? It's hiding under there, because I've just been moving things around on the desk. Okay, and I've got these in the way now, look. That's nothing to do with this, by the way. Right, oops, let's get to get. It's done it. Yeah, it's done it, hasn't it? Yeah. Yeah, so that's all. Oh, it makes such a gorgeous, beautiful little line it does, you know. Yeah, it's so nice using a new one. Right, so that's when we've got that. Right, okay, that doesn't look, that makes that look lopsided now, doesn't it? I don't think it is, I think it's all the same. No, we're fine. We're fine. It's just the way something's happening there. Right. Okay. So shall we continue? Right. You've got that space there. This space here. You've got this and that. Let's see what we can do with this area. Right. If you remember the type of pockets we made on the video, it'll be Saturday, I think. Hopefully it should be good. Oh, it's about 10 minutes it's going to be up. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is I've made that. This is the index card one I used. You can use Project Life cards and all that. 6x4. So we've got those. I don't know what they are, but nobody's told me yet. But probably will do now. Okay, so you can make that into a tuck spot, which I will. Okay, so I'm going to make this into a tuck spot by... Yeah, these pockets are so gorgeous. Septaria 18 yards. In fact, this journal inspired by Septaria 18, but I've not done it the same. I've no idea. I just make it my own little way. Right, okay, so it is similar and inspired, but she's using some paper bags, and I thought, they look like they're fresh and bought, and yeah, so I used craft paper for mine because that's all I could find anyway. So that will tuck in there. So you find something to tuck in. Yeah, tuck in and eat. Yeah, not really. So then I've got a couple of little cards I've made from index cards. If you notice, mine were edged with that sort of light green, and I didn't have the colour, so I've just edged it with the rest of it. You won't really notice, it's fine. Right, and those, I love this pattern. It's so, I don't know, neat. Okay, and I've inked them up and everything. I've inked this up as well, and I've inked it up. I've just got a couple of those in there. You can do that. You can tuck something behind it too. I've got ideas for other things. Oh, here it is. This is what I was going to... Do you know what? I did prepare that earlier a lot. It's joined together. I didn't know that. And for the... so I can make another one now, can't I? Right, so then I've got this one as well. I'm going to do something... I don't know if I could do something different, because I don't want to use... I want to actually fix it on the page, which will be the back. Fix it there, rather than... I've already glued it. I don't know whether I did it yesterday, so it might be completely glued now. I could do it. Right, okay, I'm just seeing if I can, because I don't want to put the string around, I want to actually glue it in. So let's see, and I've done that. That's the, what's that thing? Reinforcer. I've done a heart-shaped reinforcer, because I thought to myself, you don't have to do a circle. You can do another one. Let's see if this will fit in. I don't think it will. Right, where is it? Where's the small one? See if it will fit in. It probably fit in, but then it'd be in the wrong way. Well, it will fit in. Right, so I'm going to try and get that in the middle there. I'm looking at that heart shape. Oh, we're not in the middle of it. We are now, I think. Looking both sides. And how far in? Oh no, you want to be about here. So I'm going to do that. Okay. And I'm going to do the... Oh dear, it's not in the middle. It's not in the middle at all, look. It must be there. Right, let's find a pencil. I should have done this to start with, shouldn't I? Look. What you do is get a thing, and it's here. Okay, it should have been there. Right, what I'm going to do, because I've done that wrong, yeah, that's the point actually. You can do that, can't you? I can cover it up. Okay. So this is what you can do. Even if you're like me, you know, impatient, you might want to cover that up. So I'm just using, I could use another heart, but I decided not to. As it works now, I make the mistake so you don't have to, or whatever, you know, or I show you how to rectify them. Right, okay, so that would go through there, but obviously it might get the glue through there. Make sure that's in the middle of that. Now this time what we're going to do, now we know it works, right, so put a little hole in there, yeah. So you don't have to use a page reinforcer. I have got them, but you don't have to use them. Right, so that's going to go, yeah, we're doing it underneath, aren't we? Yeah. Let's see if that will go. Let me check. We're in the middle there with that. There. That should have done it this time. And then, I need one for that, don't I? I need one for the other side, yeah. Because I'm going to, yeah. I'm going to put the string through there, and I'm going to put the, I need another one, don't I? Yeah. Yeah, so that's my reinforcer. So now I'm going to do this. Okay, then you can put that through there. I'm going to, do you know what I'm going to do? Because I always get it out, not in the middle, don't I? Never get it in the middle. So I'm going to mark the middle this time. Yeah. Okay, and then we can put our thing, if it works, through there. And oh, I was going to say let go. Let go when it's gripped it, but I didn't do it, did I? Right, so I think, I don't know, am I doing this right? I don't know. Do you know what? It's not logical, is it? Oh, it's taken the right bit out. Anyway, let me get me thing. This isn't a reinforcer, this is the other thing. That's sort of done it in the middle, hasn't it? Right, so I've got a little brad material. So, right, then I'm going to put that through there. Oh, this, yeah, okay. And through there. Oh, there is a tip, isn't there? And if you can, I don't know if I've got them. So anyway, I was thinking if you can put some little, you know those rings you get with your eyelets. You put them there, that'll lift it up a bit. But I can't see them. I don't know where it is. I don't know why I'm doing this now when I've got to put that through there. Right, so obviously you can do this before, if you want to do it like me. You don't have to do it like me at all. You can just wrap the string around. But I want to. No, it's hard. Very difficult to do. And also, I don't know if I'd be able to put a bit of washi tape on it as well to stop it from catching. A nice plain one, I think. Okay. I've caught it. Right, but I've got a little bit of washi tape sticking up, which is annoying, and I don't want to undo it again just for that. So we've done this now. So this is another one of those little pockets from that video as well. So what I'm going to do now, have I got some of that purple? I've got some blue there. Look, that does match the back. I'm going to tie this on. Why not? I'm using this one, I've decided, yeah. Going through there. I'm just going to tie it on. Tie it on. Those things. Well, you could leave it like that, I suppose, if you wanted. But you don't have to use ribbon. Okay, so I'm just wrapping that round a few times, and that will keep that secure, won't it? 3 times. Yes, that's 3 times. That's all I did. Like that. That'll do. Just making sure that will. There we go. So you just wrap that round 3 times. Look, it's only short as well. So put it under there. Probably not made one like that. Under this one, not that one. Probably never made one like that, have you? Because it's so. I don't know. That looks all right, doesn't it? I'm just gonna cut that down a bit, but that does look all right there. I suppose you could disguise it with something like a little bow. Doesn't matter. There we go. You've probably made some really posh one or something that you've got both. I've done both before. You could do that. You're probably thinking, I'm not going to do that thing. I'm going to make a posh one. Right, so I'll leave that like that, so that goes there. And I'm going to make another tuck spot with this. And then we're going to put our little whatever it is in there. Don't forget, that's a pocket. If you remember those pockets we made. Yeah, with its Project Life on index card. Right, so I am gluing. I'm doing it so it goes in the middle rather than the outside. So I'm going to do it here. It's not logical, I don't know, is it? Do we want it to go in the middle? Yeah, because plenty of room on this page. So I'll put it in that corner a bit like that. That's what I mean by its pockets should be quite low if you're going to put something at the top. Okay, so you can put some, yeah, lifted it up. Don't lift it up. Don't lift me up. You've done gluing me. Oh, sorry. Right, okay. Right, so, do you know what I forgot to do around the corners? Oh, I got to round the corner. No, you don't round the corners of that. I wouldn't. Oh, it did that one. Oh, well, it did the last one okay, but the other ones need a bit of, I don't know if it might actually need emptying. Let's have a look. Oh dear. I'll do it after because we're pushed for time. Right, okay. Oh, I've got to make that around the corners of there. We're not very good at chomping today, are we? Right, okay. And that one as well. There we go. Right then, so that, oh, it's upside down. Right, okay, so what do we do now then? What did I put on the front? I did put something on the front, didn't I? Right then, so what have we got for here? Right, I've got some more of those little pockets. Trying to grab them. Okay, so I've glued down this side. On the video I glued down that side. I thought it might be better if you glued down that side. So you could put that on there or something. Or because you've got that, you could put it on the back. Which would make it that way around, yeah. Right, okay. Was it this? Yeah. No, that one's too big. That would go on there. Oh, that will go on there perfectly. And that's that side. Is that the side we wanted? Might glue the whole thing down. Even though it's covering up that pretty newspaper 6x6 card. This is one we made on the video, and it's made by 3x5. So yeah, that can go on there like that. Can move it up there a little bit so it's not quite so much on that turny bit. Okay, and that's even there, and then that's got that tuck spot there, which is fine. Yes, it folds fine. You can decorate that if you like. You decorate it with that. That wouldn't look too bad on there, I don't think. Yeah, it reminds me of like a sofa, doesn't it? I don't know if you imagine a sofa. A sofa. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You did remind me of something. Oh, it's a sofa. Yeah, so you could do that. So you could put it on the back and decorate that. You could do that. I don't know if I like it facing that way though. That would fit. Something like that in there. Yeah. And so quickly, I want to put something in there. Okay. Oh yeah, I don't need to. I can stop it, don't I? Right. Okay. So now put that. I can just put that in there then, like that. That looks quite nice poking out there, doesn't it? Could make it a bit. I don't know. If you don't like that idea, just make it a bit shorter. If you don't, that's fine with me. So I've got a thing for this. So I'm going to put that on there. I just found it. It's a one of those. Yeah, that's it. It's what do you call it? Washi tape. Circles, that's what size is that? Is that a 2.5 inch or something? A 1.5 inch circle, and cut out from washi tape with washi tape. So it was on the back of that, so the washi tape, you know what I mean? Right, I suppose you could have made it into a tuck. It's not. It actually needs gluing by the looks of it, yeah, so we'll have to glue that before we put it on. Give it a bit of a glue there. Yeah, hopefully that will stick. If not, we'll have to do re-glue. I suppose you could make it into a tuck, couldn't you, as a surprise? So should we put some glue around there or something? Yeah. So I'm going to just put some glue around here. Look, it did work a second ago. So what's it doing? Yeah, it is. I'm going to make sure I've got the right bit now. Now I've had to... Right, so yeah, so I want to make sure that's the right bit up, don't I? Okay, yeah, so that will do. So that's now a little tuck as well. Let's get rid of that glue with my finger so you can tuck things up. That's glue's gone. Tuck things in there, but a bit smaller than that though. So I don't know if that would, yeah, it would actually. So that's size or less, I think. Okay, make sure it's gluing. Oh, yeah. How about tucking that in there? Yeah, it's an envelope made from, I've used this in a video before, the other day actually. That's it. A kind word, it's even got that in. It's kind words like a spring day. There we go. So we can put that in there. There you go. How about that? So that should hopefully stick, and hopefully that is. Oh no, it will be. It will be. I just don't stick. Right then. So what we're going to do with this one? I'll do what I did with the other one. Did a doily. Now, if you've noticed that I can now undo doilies without problems. I did it like that, didn't I? So I can now undo doilies without problems. This thing seems so close. Let me just see if I can move it back a bit. There we go. Now you can see all the mess on my desk. But anyway, yeah, so if you wanted to know how to, you know, like the other day I had such problems separating these that I tore them. Well, I don't have to tear them now because you can separate as many as you can, say 3 or whatever it is. And then, yeah, I bet everybody else knows this as well. Everybody but me will know this, right? So get a pencil or something and roll it on. You can hear it, noise it's making, that means it's undoing. Worth perhaps doing around the other way as well. So they should all separate now. They're a bit curly, but they won't. It's a lot better being curly. There we go. Separate. Oh, it's even done it quicker than the one I did yesterday. Oh yeah, look at that. See, it does it easily. Right, so okay, so I've now got lots of separated doilies. Can use just it. Right, okay, so what I can do is, yeah, what I did was, what I can do is, what I did was, right, I cut that off. So what I'm going to do is this. What I'm going to do is, right, so I'm going to get that and I'm going to put that and I'm going to cut this side of it because I can't find a pencil quickly. So I'm going to cut there, okay, like that. Like that. So that, and then I can stick that on there, and you can stick it there or there. I think middle is fine. So yes, and it took me a while, didn't it? So what I'm going to do is do it with this, with the thing. Otherwise, it sort of like comes through if you do it with the stick glue. Right, okay, let's do it the right way around. There we go. What's that gone? Right, so this one. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's off centre. That's fine. I think that's absolutely fine. It's just a design idea. Right. Okay. So then you need your other. Well, it's up to you what you do, and this is what I'm doing. Let's have something like this. Why not? Yeah. Let's get the pretty part. Okay. I think this is available on my group. This is one of my marbling papers. So I've got a circle now, so I'm putting the circle here. I'm doing the same as what I did before on the other one. Circle, I can move the circle out a bit if I like. So it does that, because I'm going to use it for the closure as well. Right, yeah, this is what I did before. It did work, it did fit, and it looks fine. But that's fine, yeah. So what I'll do is glue that onto there and that onto there. I've been naughty and actually got a piece of card rather than paper for the reinforcer. Yeah, so my reinforcer didn't like it much. Okay, so then I'm going to make the hole afterwards. It's going to be well over an hour, isn't it? Right, okay, so I don't like these, do I? Right, journal. Right, okay. Right into it, so that goes there-ish. Right, I decided to use tool. I was used on the other one and some ribbon, but I've got just grab that tool there. So I'm just using that just to put through here. It works well. I've actually got the hole in, not even in the middle actually. Right, so let's have a quick look then. So I've done, oh dear, that's too short. So let's do it like this. So now you can tie it like this. I think this is a better idea actually than the ribbon, because that's sort of like you have to wind it round and round. But you can change your mind, of course. And you put your bow here. Oh no, we do it like that, don't we? Oh yeah, we do it like that. Yeah, we do it like that so we get the little bow things above. Yeah, I wonder if somebody worked that out. I get those above this, which works really well with tulle actually. Right, so have a quick flip through then. So we've got, right, so might have added things you hadn't seen because I had to switch off because I thought this is going to take ages. So I've got that piece in there, so that's a piece of journaling spot in there. You can put a notebook, whatever. Got something not too big, not too heavy. And this one we have the a little thing that's now got knotted. You know what that looks like, you've seen it before. It's knotted. We've knotted it. Oh no, we haven't. It's okay, it's undone now. Right, okay, so that will undo like this. So that's done that. Okay, you can tie that up afterwards, won't do it now. With this one we've got a flip up and we've got a little tuck spot there which I haven't filled. There we go, 2 ladies in there. And then you've got down here, you've got another tuck spot with a little envelope in it. Okay, with that we've got a we've made that out of that washi tape the other day, so I've got that one to link as well. And a mini, look at this, look at short and fat little tag there. Ooh. So I've put the tag right down there as much as I can, much as I want to, so we don't hide the hole. And then you start on the journaling pages. So you've got the journaling pages here. Okay, you could actually include a board that's about 5 by 5 inches, I think, with this if you like, and tie that in with the tool around it. Some sort of board, 2 pieces of cereal box or something, and then covered with some pretty paper. Yeah, some origami paper will do it. Right, and that, I haven't done that obviously, but I just thought, I did think of that earlier and I thought, oh yeah, so that, there goes. You've got this here, you've got a tuck spot as well. So, and that as well. Plain bit there, so you can put something on there if you like, an envelope or anything like that. This one I've got open still, yeah, so I can just show you there. Put these in, you put a little note, normally I put a little notebook or something there, that's so cute, isn't it? And then I would wrap it under there. Don't forget I haven't got them little things that I wanted to put. so and that's that. And then I've put in here just a card, 5 by 5 inches this one is. Another little newspapery card thing. Okay, so that's it then. I hope you enjoyed it today. I hope you give me hope you enjoy my content today. I would really, really appreciate anybody gives me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. And today or in the past, thank you so much. Let's do a Marcy bow on this, yeah. And then anybody who has given me, who has subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. Anybody who's given me a comment as well, thank you so much for that. There we go, look, that'll do. You could cut those off if you liked. Right, okay, so that's done the bow. Any more bows? There's no more bows, is there? Oh, that one. Thinking about that one, I think. Right, okay, so we just fasten that now. I suppose you could even do it the other way if you liked. Put that way through that way, so the bow comes on here. But it's that's fine. And I do like the tulle bows though. They're really nice, aren't they? Bending that a bit though, isn't it? That's what I'm thinking. Perhaps it'd be better doing it the other way. So we're going to do it like this, aren't we? Yeah, I'm going to do it a Marcy bow. There we go. There we go, a Marcy bow. Right then, so I will say goodbye now and thank you so much for watching today.